A drug bust in Sarasota is being called one of the biggest in the county's history. I'm Jess Dowdrick. I'll have a live report just ahead.
Plus, how erosion on Lido Beach is starting to hurt local businesses.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan is at the Disaster Preparedness Seminar. He'll have your first alert forecast live from Longboat Key. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Our top story at 6, one of the biggest methamphetamine busts in Sarasota County history.
Sheriff's deputies seizing 8 pounds of meth and arresting 5 people in what they're calling Operation Night Train. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is live at the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office tonight. And Jess, you know, there's been a lot of attention on opioids, but how big is the meth problem here?
Scott, while the focus has been on opioids, meth is on the rise once again. In some areas of the county, like Venice and Northport, meth is actually the drug of choice.
This is pure meth, and it's as dangerous as the fentanyl and the heroin that we've been seeing here.
More than 8 pounds of meth, worth $300,000. Another $163,000 in actual cash. 450 grams of marijuana, prescription pills, and a semi-automatic handgun. It was all seized as part of the undercover Operation Night Train.
It's plain and simple. The evidence you see here before you that Sarasota County Sheriff's Office was able to take off the streets of your communities is a direct contribution from the Mexican cartels. They're infiltrating Florida. They're infiltrating the United States.
Investigators say 43-year-old Brian Tharp of Venice is the kingpin. Also involved in his drug operation, the sheriff's office says, is 53-year-old Gary McLeod, 26-year-old Dylan Woodward, 45-year-old Kevin Preston, and Tharp's girlfriend, 25-year-old Carly Poecker.
This is probably the most significant meth arrest this office has ever made. And
both the sheriff's office and a local addiction recovery center confirm meth is becoming more prevalent in Sarasota County.
Some people speculate that the drug addicts are even scared of the fentanyl too, and that they know it's out there and they're looking for some other way to get a fix.
At First Step Sarasota, recovery centers in South County say they're seeing more meth addictions than in North County.
It's about access, and there are places in South County that have some rural areas that make it easy to make or easy to be a distribution point.
In these recent arrests, 3 of the 4 suspects are from Venice, 1 from Nokomis.
And what we're starting to see is as access to opiates and other drugs may be limited, you know, the individuals who want to still get high will find another path, and sometimes it shows up in other drugs such as this meth situation.
This investigation is not over. The sheriff says that more arrests and more charges could be coming. As far as the arrests that have already been made, the alleged kingpin and his girlfriend remain behind bars on $500,000 bond. The other 3 men have been released. Reporting live in Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Jess, thank you. A man accused of shooting an AK-47 inside his Northport home is behind bars again today. Warren Scott Berryman is facing additional charges after more bullet holes were found in a neighbor's home. According to Northport police, the bullets match the ones used in Berryman's gun, which he was arrested for shooting at a car with last week.
Well, school is officially out for the summer, but that's when Sarasota police say there's often an uptick in local crime. Police say there's an increase in car and retail thefts during the summer. Although there's no proof that the increase is due to students being out of school, the peak in crime does come at a time when students are home alone. Law enforcement suggests teens getting summer jobs and kids going to camps to help reduce the risk of getting into trouble with the law this summer, and that parents should also keep an eye on their child's phone and computer this summer as well. Well, if you can believe it, hurricane season officially begins tomorrow. Right now, the town of Longboat Key is holding its 16th annual Disaster Preparedness Seminar. Lots of good information there.
Yeah, it just finished up moments ago. Let's get out live to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan, who is one of the presenters for that great effort out there in Longboat Key. Bob?
Yeah, now it's on to the hors d'oeuvres, and we are here live now with the chief of the EOC Manatee County Emergency Operations Center, Sherilyn Burris. Sherilyn, a great turnout tonight.
Oh, wonderful. They said it's the biggest crowd ever.
and this is the 16th annual. These are important for people. Why are these seminars important for people?
Well, we have a lot of new folks that moved down to the area. We have people who evacuated that weren't here for Irma, and it's a good place for neighbors to share what they experienced, because it kind of it's more important when you hear it from somebody you know.
And what was the number one thing you stressed tonight here or this afternoon?
Just making sure people have their own personal plan. The government probably isn't going to make you a very good plan. Only you can make your perfect plan.
Well stated. Thank you very much for your time, Charlene. We'll see you tomorrow at the special.
June 1st.
Look forward to it. She'll be there live in the studio. Let's go to the maps real quick here and show you what's going on as far as showers and storms go. Those are mainly inland, not a lot going on here. And the KC Key webcam showing nice beach weather. Finally, some nice beach weather. Look at this. I'm getting some nice golf balls here. Just, hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Coming from Al Permort. Anyway, showing beautiful weather. Inland storms right now. We'll talk more about the weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you. You heard Bob talk about that hurricane special. That is tomorrow night. Our weather team will explain everything you know about her upcoming hurricane season, especially how to secure your home and even your boat. We're also going to have experts. Our EOC chiefs will be in the studio, among others, to answer your questions live on the air. So tune in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here on ABC 7 for everything you need to know to survive a hurricane.
Local business owners tell us that they're already feeling the effects of the state of emergency that was declared by the city of Sarasota for Lido Beach erosion. You can see the severity on the north and south ends of Lido Beach in this video taken by Sarasota Experience. During a walk down the shoreline mid-tropical storm Alberto, Sarasota City Manager Tom Barwin saw that the beach had eroded another 5 to 7 feet. He then declared a state of emergency to become eligible for any financial assistance available. The Lido Beach restaurant says it's already taken a hit to business.
It's cut into the revenue here quite a bit. It also depends on the weather. A particular day, the days we've had rainy weather have kept people away as well. But the beach erosion, I know from friends of mine, they don't come here because they don't have the area that they like to sit.
In addition to eligibility for financial aid, the state of emergency declaration also gives property owners a permit to place up to 300 cubic yards of sand on the beach to protect their own private property.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, how Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are trying to put a stop to overnight car burglaries.
And how a fatal accident is reminding drivers to put the phones down and pay more attention to the road.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Emotional family members of Florida inmates pleaded with state corrections officials today to abandon proposed changes to visitation rules that could cut in half the amount of time they can spend with their locked up loved ones. The Department of Corrections is proposing a change that would allow the agency to limit prison visitations to only every other weekend.
We'll evaluate that visitation schedule based on institutional security, our staffing, safety and security of the inmates, visitors, and staff, the maximum capacities of these parks, the numbers of visits, and the frequency of contraband that's introduced into our facilities.
If there are key players in that dormitory who have visitations approaching, they're not going to let anything violent happen in there because that could jeopardize their visitation.
Well, many family members and former inmates who spoke at the hearing said most contraband is brought into prisons by overworked and underpaid correctional officers, not by visitors.
Stay with us. We'll get back live to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan on Longboat Key with your First Alert weather forecast.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story. My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
WWSB ABC 7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC 7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now. Watch ABC 7 wherever you are. Just search ABC 7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC 7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC 7, we're here for you wherever you are.
Well, Longboat Key residents got the advantage tonight to learn about the upcoming hurricane season from the experts.
That's right, and they learned a lot about the lessons learned from Hurricanes Irma and Maria, and our very own Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan was there speaking with some of the residents in that area. He joins us now live with the First Alert forecast. Bob?
That's right. A lot of experts here on hand, too, from Manatee County and Sarasota County and from Puerto Rico. We have Elizabeth Cuevas Nuender, and you are the CEO of the Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce to Florida, and you were the keynote speaker today. What did you focus on?
I was focusing on the devastation of the island, the amount of need that we still have. We focus on the small farmers that they don't have any electricity or any kind of water.
And so in Florida here, you actually help the farmers here get food to Puerto Rico, correct?
Yeah, we have a beautiful relationship. We have seeds, lots of seeds that they're organic, sent to Puerto Rico from farmers from Florida and around the United States.
So it was a devastating storm, obviously, with even Irma and Maria being the most intense there. The power outages, you're still hearing about that?
Oh yeah, we're still, they said that we have about near 80%. It's not true because we have in one area about 70 farmers in Las Marias, and they don't have electricity or water.
It's amazing too. It's been that many months and still without electricity. Thank you for your time and thank you for presenting here today. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it too.
Let's hope we don't have any storms this year, right? We'll keep our fingers crossed on that. Speaking of no storms, we don't have anything around right now. Things are looking pretty good. We have, again, fair skies along Casey Key. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate your time. And again, the beaches look pretty good considering what we had a couple of days ago. Things have really calmed down here across the Sun Coast, and it looks as though the dry air in place over the western portion of the Gulf is still around out west. It's not much here. Every once in a while, a little piece works its way in. We're going to see this trough of low pressure, and you can see that kind of digging off to the left now over the Yucatan Peninsula, stretching up to the Big Bend area in Florida. That's a little line of low pressure, but it is weakening, thinning out. It's still around, though, so we'll see some showers in the morning along the coast, mainly inland storms in the afternoon. That high pressure off the east coast will nose its way in and eventually clear us out for the weekend. So we're looking really quite nice for the weekend as we move through time. Again, not expecting any significant rain on Saturday and Sunday. A better chance for some inland storms tomorrow as we move through the day tomorrow. This is underrepresented here, but we will see some heavier storms in the interior counties. Well, the radar picture now showing some heavy rainfall basically to the south and east of us. Look at that line of intense storms now moving down from Cape Canaveral southward toward Fort Pierce. That is producing a tremendous amount of lightning. We're not quite into our afternoon and evening thunderstorm pattern yet, but we will be there usually by mid-June. 84 degrees right now. We have sunshine, some high clouds around, and 79 on the relative humidity. Today's high temperature was pretty close to average at 87 degrees. 88 is our normal. 73 was the morning low, and temperatures will be running above average to start things off tomorrow morning. No rainfall to report today. We don't need any more. Boy, this month has been wet. It will go down as one of the wettest months on record across parts of South Florida, at least South Sarasota, where they've seen up to nearly a foot of rain near places like Northport and Port Charlotte. Well, tomorrow's forecast does call for a chance for a coastal shower or two, but mainly inland storms later in the afternoon, and that rain chance is fairly high at 50%. Nationally, well, Alberto is gone, but could Beryl be far behind? We'll show you that tonight at 11 o'clock. We're kind of watching something, long-range model suggesting something may be popping up down the road, but nothing to worry about at this point. Temperature 95 in Dallas right now. That's the current temperature, and we are expecting the heat to continue over the southern plains. So boaters tomorrow looks good. A light chop on the bays and inland waters. Winds out of the south, turning to the southwest at 10 knots. So a successful forecast for the weekend. Finally, the weekend's here, and it's going to be quite nice. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures will warm up. It'll feel pretty hot out there, but I'll take that as opposed to the rain that we've seen as of late. So a successful event out here at Lakewood Ranch. We'll have one tomorrow night right in studio, 7 to 8 o'clock, Surviving a Hurricane 2018. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Local government's reminding people that they can sign up for Code Red emergency notifications. You'll get calls, emails, or texts about weather alerts during the upcoming hurricane season. You can also download our app onto your phone and receive notifications from our First Alert weather team as well.
States are still recovering from last year's hurricane season. Today, the U.S. Department of Transportation announcing that it's allocating almost $300 million in emergency relief funding for transit systems damaged by Harvey, Irma, and Maria. The majority of those funds will go to Puerto Rico. Florida will receive more than $22 million.
Reminder about a street closure in Manatee County. State Road 64 will be closed to traffic at 5th Street West in downtown Bradenton for repairs being made to the railroad crossing. That closure begins at 11 p.m. tonight, remain closed for 4 weeks. You'll see detours to get around it.
A bicycle versus box truck accident yesterday claimed the life of a 21-year-old man. The man, being identified as Kalam Chewy, was riding his bike when he came in contact with a large box truck. It's not yet known who was at fault for that incident. The Venice Police Department homicide detectives are still working the case. This is serving as a reminder to drivers to keep a close eye out for bikers, especially as this is the latest in a series of vehicle versus bicycle and pedestrian accidents.
38 years ago when I moved here, there were not cell phones, so there were no distractions. So when people drove, for the most part, they were focused on what they were doing.
The Venice Police Department is still working to determine what happened in that crash. A report is expected to be released soon.
A dramatic rise in car burglaries in Manatee County has prompted the Sheriff's Office to create a burglary task force. The Sheriff's Office has seen around a 45% increase in vehicle burglaries this year alone. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office tonight with more on what this task force will be doing. Rick?
Yes, Scott, good evening. The Sheriff's Office says there is a great need for this. Many cars are being broken into and even stolen. So far this year, there have been 650 car burglaries in the county compared to 450 this time last year. This task force will also keep a close eye on home burglaries.
We're using school resource deputies. We're using neighborhood policing, our COPS unit. We're also using detectives. And we're going to go out there and we're going to saturate neighborhoods. Our crime analysis unit does a terrific job in putting together all the data, and we're going to take that data and we're going to put some of these people in jail.
And the Sheriff's Office says 94% of these burglaries are happening because cars aren't locked. We'll have a lot more on this coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Reporting live from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
Okay, Rick, thank you. New at 6, an investigation is underway in Venice tonight after a parked car was found on fire. The Alfa Romeo was parked next to a building on Ravenna Circle. Firefighters had to move fast to make sure that it didn't endanger the structure or anyone who may have been inside. If you take a look at the damage that you can see on your screen once the flames were put out, firefighters investigated the parking garage and found light smoke and fire damage on the wall and in the overhang of the garage. Luckily, no injuries have been reported.
Happening now, a special meeting to talk about repairs to the Bobby Jones Golf Course. Sarasota City Commissioners are meeting to possibly move forward with a master plan to improve the city-owned golf course, which many say is in deteriorating condition. Now, in January of last year, commissioners approved entering into an agreement with a golf course architecture firm out of North Carolina to draft proposals. The city is expected to pick a final plan from 4 proposals tonight.
Tonight, the clock is ticking. The White House says they're ready for a June 12th summit, but we're now learning about the negotiations. Plus, the president goes after his own attorney general again. World News tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
My California closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California closet's story.
Get to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota for big savings during the Chrysler Pacifica Incredible Sales Event. Get KBB's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $23,999. Or save big and get the new Chrysler 300 Touring with an MSRP over $30,000 for just $21,999. That's a savings of over $8,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat in Sarasota today.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Suncoast companies work to keep college kids here to bolster our workforce. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we'll sit down with 2 local CEOs to learn about this new initiative. Don't let summer travel wipe out your workouts. A fitness trainer keeps us in shape on the go with armbands. Plus, meet a State College of Florida student spending his summer in big places and the new Artovation hotels in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Heavy rain and flooding is expected to impact parts of the Suncoast.
It will probably be forecasting hour by hour. We will see that plume of deep tropical moisture, and we continue to monitor that area of disturbed weather to the south.
Weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
Well, a very talented teenager on the Suncoast is giving back to the community. 16-year-old Charlotte Murphy is a junior at Pineview High School in Sarasota and has been playing harp for over 9 years. Murphy runs her own nonprofit organization called Young at Harp and organizes charity concerts and events. Today, she played a concert at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital and answered questions about being a harp player and let patients even try out her instrument. Murphy also presented a check for more than $1,000 to the Johns Hopkins All Children's Foundation. Such a beautiful instrument, but it is tough to play that one.
Yeah, oh, I bet. But what an impressive young lady.
I know.
Oh, my gosh.
Great talent and a great way to give back
Great
as
heart.
well.
World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next.
We'll see you again at 7 and 11. Have a good night.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 4 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today.
Call 800-457-2317.
Go online or visit a Target store today.